Hey everybody, this is John Franklin Reviewer, and I'm back doing another anniversary movie. 2 days ago I did a movie called The Forsaken. I still enjoy that movie. Now I'm doing a movie that came out April 29th of 2011. This movie is 10 years old, and it's a movie called Dylan Dog, Dead of Night. So what exactly is this movie about? A supernatural detective, retired supernatural detective, who actually has to come out of retirement because of this woman's father who got killed by a monster. So what is it that I actually like about this movie here? Well, let's start with the main character here, Dylan Dog, played by Brandon Roth. He does a great job. I like his dialogue. I like his action. Just honestly following this particular main character from the very beginning until the last shot before the credits. You know, honestly, he does a good job, and you really do actually enjoy what he goes through and all that there. Another character is Kurt Angle, WWE Kurt Angle, who plays a werewolf in this one, and he's kind of a bad guy in this here. I really do like him. Yes, he's a great villain in wrestling, and his acting in here is actually better than most people, so, believe it or not here, so I do enjoy him for that there. Another one is Gabriel, played by Peter Stormare. You like him, you enjoy him, and he has some great dialogue between himself and Dylan Dog. I really do like. They don't really talk much, and they're not really working that much together in the movie, but I do think that when they do come together, it's pretty good. Then going to the opposite side with the leads of the vampire. I don't know the character's name, but the actor is Taye Diggs, who's been in a lot of movies. I haven't really watched a lot of his movies and all that here, but I think he's actually pretty funny. There's a couple times that he actually, kicks some butt, honestly, and I do kind of like that. Even though he's a bad guy there too, I kind of like some of his fight scenes he goes through. I just don't even mean with the main character there too, so I like him for that there. I also do like this zombie, this 7-foot tattoo zombie, which ends up actually killing, I think he kills a vampire, I think breaks his neck at one point, and then he goes and pretty much backslap Dylan Dog, like, I don't know, 50 feet away or anything, and then the monster just walks away. I actually like the design of him. And another monster that we actually get to in Act 3, really enjoy the makeup on there, and the design of that monster I think is pretty cool there too. And then the final thing would be that there is a decent amount of humor in this movie here. So what is it that I dislike about this movie here? Well, I'm going to start off with the easy stuff, like this movie is not enjoyable, this movie is not entertaining, most of the movie is very boring. The action, honestly, I almost don't care about the action in this movie here, except the very first one with Kurt Angle and Dylan Dog. That was the only thing I really cared about. The rest of them, which there really wasn't even that much action in this movie here. Most of the humor does fall flat for me. One character I need to talk about, named Marcus. I originally had him in the positives, but the thing was with Marcus, he was one of these characters that he was funny when he was a human. He dies very early in the movie by a monster. We don't even know which monster it is there. And the thing is that he just gets so annoying. He screams a lot like a little girl in this movie, and it just like, you just want to pull your hair out every time that he says anything or screams or just anything. That honestly, this guy just annoyed me every little inch of it, which is sad. Another character in here is Elizabeth, who is the love interest to Dylan Dog. Her acting sucked for one thing, but when she would speak, you barely heard what she was saying. Like, she would talk so quietly, and you just really didn't even care, because it was just like, okay, so you're not even into your role. Why should I even be invested in you as even the love interest? And because your father died at the beginning of the movie, and you're not even a good actress yourself, honestly. So I'm like, I don't think the director really got that out of her. Now back with Marcus, another thing I got to talk about. He's actually at a fast food restaurant trying to get all this human food, but of course he's already dead. Well, they end up giving him all this worm food and bug food and all that. He bitches them out. He ends up going to the exit door. This girl comes in wearing glasses, and it turns out she's a zombie there too, and convinces him to go to a zombie meeting, which I get the whole thing show, not tell, but this is one of those things that I thought was really stupid. I felt like they could have deleted this out kind of thing. They could have actually just had said that I went to this meeting, I thought it was stupid kind of thing, because you look at it, I'm like, yeah, nothing really happens at this meeting, honestly. So I really wasn't too thrilled with that at all there. And then the final thing is in Act 3. I didn't care about anything that happened in Act 3 except Kurt Angle comes in at the end and kind of becomes the hero, sort of. Well, the thing was that you got your character Taye Diggs, who actually kidnaps Elizabeth. Well, it actually turns out that Elizabeth wanted herself to be kidnapped to actually stab him in the back with some kind of hurt with like ancient blood in it to turn him into a monster. And it turns out she's the one who had the hurt, who controls these monsters. She actually controlled the tattoo zombie monster, who ends up getting killed, which was another thing, was that he got killed so quickly in that I was really surprised. So she ends up coming up, taken out this character into, again, I like the design of the monster and all of that, but the thing was that she actually gets taken out, and when she gets taken out, the monster starts dying there too, because she's the master. And the thing was that Kurt Angle and his brothers and sisters actually go take her out, and when she's dying, the monster's dying, kind of thing. So Dylan Dog doesn't really actually become the hero in this, honestly, because he actually gets his ass whooped a couple times by this monster. So you really have to kind of give it to Kurt Angle's character coming in and actually killing her, and once she dies, the monster gets killed. And I really, really did enjoy that. You know, I will say for his part, I got to be honest, taking her out and all that there. So my rating for this is going to be 1.5 out of 4 stars. Not really a fan of this movie one bit. I used to think it was always okay, but I always thought Act 3 was always stupid in my mind. Like they could have came up with something better. So Dylan Dog, have you seen this movie? Give me a comment down below. I'll be curious if you like it or don't like it, if you agree or disagree with what I said there. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give me a like if you did enjoy this. It definitely helps out my channel a lot here. And as always, stay awesome.